The strange sound you heard at the end was actually a tyrannophone. It's very rare. And it's actually a tuba with a baritone saxophone mouthpiece and a music stand with a violin. The dreaded tyrannophone. This Sunday, this band went to the Music in the Parks Festival at Six Flags. Saturday, it was a long weekend. The kids were very well behaved. You should be proud of them. And I want to thank the parents that went along as chaperones. I hope you had as much fun as I did. The band played very, very well. There were 25 concert bands at the festival, and 2 received 1 ratings, and our band was one of the ones that received it. They were like, please bring our trophies. And I'm like, I'm not a trophy bringer. They said, please bring our trophies. They wanted to show them off. Our next song is one of the songs that we played at Festival in the Parks. This is called Star Splitter Fanfare. Mr. Mays, did you want to come up and speak? Here, this is Mr. Mays. He's the director of bands at the 7th and 8th grade, and also assistant director at the high school. So please welcome Mr. Mays.
All right, thanks so much for coming out. It's a really great attendance at this awesome concert we have. I just wanted to take a quick second to talk about some of the opportunities that are presented to band students at the middle school, because things are going to change in middle school. The first thing we offer is we offer tons of trips and competitions, even at other schools, kind of similar to sports where you go and compete at different schools and do stuff. However, we don't compete against other schools like you do in sports. We simply compete kind of for judges, and judges tell us how we do. Some of the trips we take are, we go to Six Flags in the 8th grade, just like they did here. We also take a trip to the zoo with the 7th graders, which will be then next year, just for a clinic and go out for a day. And this year they even get to see a dorm room, which was kind of crazy. So They really like it. I get to see them. They're like, oh my God, it's so small. I appreciate my room so much. So if anything, send them to Mizzou for that. The next thing I want to say is that all the classes meet according to woodwind, brass, and percussion. They meet in those 3 separate classes, which is hugely beneficial because there are tons of difficult things on each instrument that take a long time to explain and even have them do proficiently over a long period of time. And so it's hard to focus on the thing that's hard for flute, the thing that's hard for clarinet, and the thing that's hard for trumpet, and the thing that's hard for trombone, the French horn, tuba, euphonium, and percussion. It's a lot to manage when you have so many different instruments out here. So having those classes splits it up and makes it a lot simpler for us to give better instruction for those 3 instruments. And classes every day, which is awesome, because they get those family classes every single day. So your kids will see a huge amount of improvement next year. And if you don't believe me, ask any of my kids in 7th grade, and they'll tell you that they're pretty blown away how far they've come in 1 year simply just by having band every day. 8th grade is also every day, by the way. I wanted to also mention that sometimes the new thing for scheduling at middle school is called IS, Integrated Studies. Sometimes that does present some difficulties in scheduling. I think I have 2 trumpets and a euphonium in the woodwind class, and those are brass instruments. And those kids are involved with IS classes, and so they're only allowed to come out in certain hours, and it kind of creates a conflict. So all I say is that IS is great. Just make sure that you try and take the steps necessary to make sure that your woodwind kid is in the woodwind class, and the brass kid is in the woodwind or the brass class. Especially if your student is a percussion student. Having a percussionist in brass or woodwind is really difficult to manage. So, and you can just do that simply by emailing Dr. Winslow, who's the principal at the middle school, and saying, hey, my student's going to be in band, they want to do IS, and they're a clarinet player, can you make sure that they're in the woodwind class for me? And Dr. Winslow and our counselor, Mrs. Moore, will do the best job that they can to take care of that. Another big thing that's going around the district is character ed. That's a huge component that everyone in the district is trying to incorporate into everything. And that started actually at the middle school with Dr. Winslow and Mr. McKinney, using what we call the pillars of integrity. And I just wanted to say that the best way to teach character is not simply just to give them a class, but to have them participate in sports, have them participate in extracurricular things of any kind, including band. Band is a huge boost to character, because and I'm sure you guys know that these instruments cost money because you pay for them. And giving a kid hundreds of dollars of metal or plastic and sending them to school on a daily basis with it, that's kind of daunting. These kids are able to manage it for the most part. We got some repairs going on, but even just that little aspect right there teaches a ton of responsibility. The accountability for practicing music does tons of things to teach character, and so Dr. Winslow has taken some steps necessary to make sure that our kids won't get taken out of band character classes, which is pretty awesome. The last thing I want to say is I simply want to help you thank Mr. Minnis with me. Here's why. This group that you see up on stage meets in 10 separate groups, or 10 or more, right? 10 different groups, depending on the day, depending on collaboration. It's pretty crazy that he has to manage all that. So he has 10 different grade books. But thankfully, he's a veteran teacher. He knows what he's doing. He has spent tons of hours not only repairing instruments and planning for your kids, but simply just building relationships with them and just being a great role model to them. So would you please help me thank Mr. Minnis for all the hard work he's doing? Thanks again. Good job, guys. Keep it up.
I am so proud of these kids, and this next song, I picked it because it was difficult, and after the first couple of weeks working on it, I was like, oh gosh, and they stepped up and they did it, and it makes my heart race every time I hear the song. It's really hard to play musically, but they have really done it. I hope you enjoy Gentle Winds. before we play our last song, I would like to recognize a couple of people that have really helped this year. Mr. Aldridge, are you here somewhere? Where is he? Everyone, kids, wait for Mr. Aldridge. Mr. Aldridge was a student teacher here when we first started our school. He was a big help. I'd like to thank Mrs. Brownlock for all of her help this year. And Mrs. Linda who came over almost every other day to help during the last hour of school. She helped a lot with the work. During third quarter, I threw out just a little challenge just to see who would bite. I challenged the kids to play a pretty difficult song out of the end of the book, and I had two students that rose to that challenge, and I would like to give them an award. They're Caitlin Smith on flute and Cheyenne Bell on piano. And a couple of weeks ago, we had several students that participated in it was an honor band at Jeffco, and I would like to recognize those students. When I call your name, if you could please stand. On flute was Ariana Wise. On clarinet, Bryn Myers, Venetia Bernard, and Evelyn Elkington. On alto saxophone, Kayla Galzinski. On tenor, Logan Woolley. On trumpet, Damian Monge. On trombone, Matthew Kurtz. And he's going to have to wait because he's already standing up. And in percussion, Gavin Ernie. This is our last song, Battle of the Samurai. There will be a brief intermission, and we're going to set up for the honor choir. Thank you very much for coming.
Like a paper doll, and she know how to the program, my dad. These young people went to a Cardinal game this year and got to sing God Bless America on the track, right in front of the dugout, and we were on the Jumbotron. It was way cool. And in all honesty, if I hadn't been standing there, they never would have noticed, because the minute they saw themselves on the Jumbotron, this was them. It was really cool, wasn't it, guys? Yeah. It's way cool. So, and I have to thank Mr. Kekak, I have to thank Mrs. Winch, I have to thank, there were several teachers who stepped in, because guess who got the flu 2 days before we went to the Cardinal game? That'd be me. And I was laid out. I could not do anything, and they stepped in and absolutely saved the day. So I hope you have all told those teachers how much you appreciated that, because they were a huge help. So everybody help me thank them right now. We had a wonderful time. It was warm. It was a beautiful day, perfect day for baseball, but the Cardinals lost. Not our fault, not our fault. So we're going to continue now, and I would like, with How Can I Keep From Singing? This is an American tune, an American folk tune, made popular by Pete Seeger. I hope everybody knows the name Pete Seeger. He passed away earlier this year, and was he 94, I believe, and he was performing until a couple days before he passed away. I mean, Pete was a force to be reckoned with, and he helped popularize so many American folk tunes, and he wrote so, and he was instrumental in the music of the civil rights movement and so many protest movements. Our American heritage owes a lot to the memory of Pete Seeger, so we would like to sing How Can I Keep From Singing, and we'd like to remember Pete.
Goes on in endless
I'm really proud of these kids. We got started in September, October. We did a winter concert. We just did 3 songs. They did real well, but we didn't do a whole lot of songs. And then for this one, we put together 5, plus working on God Bless America, or America for the Cardinal game. That's a lot of stuff when you only meet for about 45 minutes once a week after school. So they worked really hard, and they were very faithful about coming to practice and learning their stuff. They were always enthusiastic and fun to work with. So please give your kids a hand. I'm looking forward to seeing many of them son in choir at middle school next year, and I'm looking forward to seeing many of the fifth graders in honor choir again next year. I hope you'll be trying out again. So we have one more song for you. This is a John Jacobson tune. In January, I went to our music convention at Tantera, Lake of the Ozarks, and John Jacobson came to our convention, and he is absolutely exhausting. He is, and you went to his session too, didn't you, Mr. Kikak? February, yeah. I mean, he is on fast forward all the time. 8 o'clock in the morning, he's up jumping around. Let's go, let's go. Oh no, let's not go. And if you have ever seen, I'll send you to YouTube for this. Go to YouTube and look up Double Dream Hands, John Jacobson, and then you will know what I am talking about. You may have seen him on the Ellen Show. Because Ellen's entire staff learned his Double Dream Hands dance and they all did it together. It's a trip, but if you watch that video, you'll know exactly what Mr. Kikak and I experienced for a couple of hours every day at convention because he was very energetic. This is John Jacobson's Music Rocks. Thank you very much for coming out on a rainy evening. We hope you had a good time. Have a nice summer. Bye.